Okay, good morning everyone. Today is August the 8th, 2024, of course. And this was yesterday's life portrait. I am really happy with this. Honestly, I initially thought it would be harder because she is wearing makeup and her face is rounder, you know, just as most female faces. But it turned out pretty good and she was really happy. So yeah, she's happy, I'm happy. Yeah, so today we are also going to draw a female as well. I am getting, let me see. I don't know. Should I draw on these page more? I think so. I think I'll leave a page blank because if I'm drawing here, first it will block the light and I don't want that. But if I skip a page and then I draw it here, yeah, this will be better. It will be less strain on my other hand. Let me just make sure I want to do this. It's not that much of a difference, to be honest, but let's still do this. Okay, anyway. Wait. I'm just internally thinking, what am I gonna do? It's nothing too much. No. I think I'll still do this. Yeah. Bro, after 2 minutes of thinking about which side I'm gonna draw on a sketchbook. Anyway, so we are starting with this portrait of a female. So yesterday I had a pretty busy day. I went for an interview at a paint shop, like a paint bar, and yeah, they seemed to like me. We chatted for 1.5 hours. Can you believe that? Like, I'm not even the one who's talking that much. It's basically they asked a question, I answered, and then they themselves elaborated on it. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, and then it just took 1.5 hours. Oh, but something really interesting, which honestly I like it as well. They, like, during the interview, they gave a canvas to me and then they asked me to draw on the spot while interviewing. So basically, we are still chatting, but I'm also drawing at the same time. And thank God, because I'm doing this, like drawing the portrait and also talking to the camera, talking to you guys. Like, I have that skill set already. So I'm like, whoa, what the heck? That's pretty crazy. Because, I mean, like, I honestly never really had the skill set of draw and talk at the same time. Yeah. So the fact that I'm doing this, like the YouTube thing, and talking in camera while drawing, it is pretty new to me. And then the craziest thing is I'm actually using it in real life. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Moral of the story, I guess, is just you never know what new skills you're going to acquire and actually use it in either a job or in your real life. Pretty cool. Let's see. Gonna nose, lips are probably here. I think my chin is a little bit long. Just gonna map out her forehead. I think her forehead is a little bit long as well. Like that. Oh, so like sometimes it depends on my day. Right now I'm just feeling a little bit lower energy. I apologize if I don't get back to the comments right away. I mean, right now I am scheduling my videos because sometimes I do record 2 or 3 videos, just depending on how much I practice. And then I realize it's not really practical for me to post 2 or 3 videos at the same day, and then maybe if the next 2 days I'm a little bit busy, I just put it off. So just being more consistent, I am scheduling the videos now. So you can probably see, like, in the future 1 or 2 days, you'll see like my portrait from the previous days. But yeah, just to let you guys know what is going on. Yeah, it's just that I've been scheduling my videos. And also, like, my external hard drive broke, right? In the first couple of episodes I mentioned my external hard drive broke. So technically I don't have a place to store my videos. So all I can do is record and then just post it right away and then delete the videos. I mean, it would be nice if I have a place to store it. Not that I'm going back to it, but yeah. Anyway, that's that. I feel like this portrait's gonna be hard. I don't know why. I can't really see the in-between of her mouth, to be honest. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Okay. So there's a dip here at the end of her mouth. Cool. Okay, this pencil is not sharp enough for me to do that much details, but it's okay. And let's see, where should I place her eyes? Her eyes is probably here. I think I drew her face a little bit too long. Let me see. Eyebrow point is probably here. Yeah, probably drew her face a little bit long. But I am probably not going to change that this time, because wait, I'm gonna all I can do is make her chin a little bit shorter because that's what I'm seeing. Cool. Okay. Oh, and also I feel like I remember the previous video or previous 1 or 2 videos I mentioned that sometimes it's pretty hard to see yourself improving, especially if you're, doing it every single day. I think that yesterday when I was drawing my friend, I was drawing 3/4 of her, right? Like this side. I remember when I just started the portrait drawings, not even live portraits, just portraits in general, I get like those 3/4, those third faces, it's really hard to draw. It was hard for me. Like, I'm not saying it's easier now, but like I understand it a little bit more, which is pretty cool. So yesterday when I was approaching the portrait, I'm not as afraid as when I just started, which is nice. It's a nice feeling to have. Yeah, and then whenever there's weird angles, I'm like, okay, cool. What is the most important part of when you're approaching a weird angle? Like, for example, if you're approaching someone that is looking up, like, what is the most important part that makes this whole drawing or painting that looks okay? So I would kind of understand that, which is nice. Yeah, it's what I've noticed these days. Not sure if her eye is here. Maybe. My paper is kind of starting to fray up. That looks better. Doesn't really look like her, to be honest, but it's okay. I remember watching like a YouTuber that I really like. He paints. He does freehand painting called, is it John Sorwell? Like, let me just look at this for a bit. He was saying that sometimes, it doesn't really look like the person, but as long as, but as long as it looks like a person, it's good. It doesn't have to look like exactly like the person you're drawing. I don't know. Her ear is pretty high. Did I draw her neck a little bit too long? I think it's okay. I feel like a lot of the portraits that I draw, especially live portraits, a lot of people, they compliment me on the hair, you know? It's probably because, you know, because the face doesn't look like them. I don't know. But I get a lot of compliments on the hair. Yeah, which is pretty interesting. I feel like hair, it can be hard, but usually how I approach hair, it's more like shapes, more like bigger shapes. As you can see, like how I blocked out the hair, it's just big shapes. I think this pencil is a little bit too sharp. Her face might be wider than I thought. Ah, my paper is getting ruined. Okay, one last stroke. Not satisfied. Oh, this drawing she looks really mature. She looks like she's 10 years older than her. Then usually what makes people old, you know what I mean? Like why? What are the traits that makes them old? So if I know, then when I draw them, I wouldn't, like, I know what to look for. I'm still figuring these out. But I think drawing and painting, it's always like that. Like, you have good days for sure, and then you have not really good days, and sometimes you don't directly see your progress. But like, there are, just from time to time, you do have a pretty good piece, like a pretty good drawing that you're satisfied about. And I think that's the beauty of it. Like, you're practicing, and then bad days happen, it's okay. But then the good days are like, oh yeah. And then you just make the good days a little bit more each time you practice, or try to make it a little bit more in general. And yeah. But it's nice to see that, nice to hear that even artists that I aspire to, they have their bad days. I'm just going to color this in. And while I'm doing live portraits, I realize that although I am drawing what I see and what I know, however, sometimes when I show it to the person, maybe they're not satisfied by it. Maybe like it's because of the eye bag that I draw. Like, what I find is a lot of people, they might not accept themselves, either how they look or anything. Like, they have their own self-image, for sure. And I guess everyone has that. And I know a lot of people, they can't objectively see what they look like, which is fine, It's just like when I am drawing the portrait, like, I need to know, what do they want? You know what I mean? I kind of need to know what they want themselves to look like in order to satisfy them. Like, I'm starting to realize this. That's why a lot of people, they don't like using raw camera, right? They like using the filters and whatever, because just to make themselves a little bit better. But like, for me, drawing is pretty raw, and I just draw what I see, of course. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's going to change my drawing practice towards the live portraits, because if I know what they want to see themselves, like just a little bit younger, just a hint younger, then yeah, like, I would like gladly do that. I'm not sure yet. Because I remember drawing one of my friends, when she saw it, she was like, oh, I look old. I'm like, sorry. I'm not blaming my friend, to be honest. I'm not blaming my friend. You just mentioned the eye bag area. I mean, it is there, you know. Whether you like it or not, it is there. That's why. Like, I have my eye bags as well. But yeah, I think it's also like a matter of if you're accepting your own looks. It's just what I find. Not bad. Not bad. And then for hair, what I like is, I like to cover it with one layer first. Like a lighter block in. As in using a lighter pencil, relatively. Like if you want to smudge it, you can definitely smudge it as well. Oh, I want to buy more plants. I'm just kind of worried in the winter time there's not enough heat here upstairs, so yeah. And after this wash of color, I usually grab a darker charcoal. I'm not gonna draw her earrings. And then also from her hair, I'm just gonna see which part is the darkest. Here, her hair behind her ears is a little bit darker, relatively. And then she tucked her hair back, so this part is really dark. My paper is giving up. This part is all black. This part, her hair is lighter. Like this part. Look, all my paper is giving up, honestly. I have to work quicker, and it's already like 30 minutes. I feel like if I take my time to draw a portrait, it takes me 30 minutes. If I rush, it'll be 20-ish minutes. Or like right now, I'm not sure how to measure, to be honest. Like, or right now, I'm just noticing a little bit more details, and I'm working on my portraits a little bit more instead of before. Like, that can also be the case as well, to be honest. Yep, and just one last push of the darkness. That's how I layer hair. Okay, this portrait's done. Alrighty. Today is August the 8th, 2024. Gonna sign my name here. thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!